Well, good evening and welcome to the Patriettes Podcast, live streaming every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. right here from the America First Warehouse. This is episode 31 of season 2, and we're happy to be back here, although we're tired.
That's an understatement.
We were just talking about how life is hard and tiring at times.
Please, I was singing "I Love My Life, I Love My Life" before I came on, and I said, "Don, I got to manifest this here." She's like, "I hear you singing that." I was like, "I have to pretend like I love my life."
Well, say it until it's true.
I love aspects of my life, but I'm tired too.
It's true. Tired, fed up, aggravated, irritated.
You know what, ladies?
Why is everything happening?
That's what the enemy and that's what the government wants. They want to burn us out, tire us out, make it hard. Yeah. And we can't let them win, even though we feel tired.
Course not.
I know, but some days you're just like, I just want to throw in the towel.
That's okay. One day is okay. You know, I say to that, have your day, and then tomorrow's a new day. Just don't stay there.
Again.
We all have to have those days.
You know what it is? It's, when you feel like we've been fighting for so long.
Yeah.
And we don't always, we see a lot of progress, we get a lot of hope, and then we feel smacked down and stagnant, and we question things, and it feels like a little bit of
very defeated, right?
Defeating and deflating, and it just leaves question marks in your head. And then on top of that, we all have like real personal lives that we don't generally bring to the table. Life and work and family, and I mean, like, talk about your week.
I had a car accident last week, and the only car that we have that's a functioning car was totaled.
But
so
you're
now
okay. So
but we're fine, thank God.
Blessing,
Right? and like, it's like the first thing you go is, what are we gonna do now? And then I'm like, you know what, we weren't hurt.
And Angie doesn't get very often. Even you're sweet when you're trying to be angry for a second.
I know. I try to make a joke.
I'm vicious. She's not.
And I ended up just saying, you know what, I leave it in God's hands.
Amen.
I leave it in God's hands. And he'll provide.
I keep telling myself it's a centauri. It's a centauri. It's a centauri.
It is a centauri.
I've been reminding myself of that lately too, because the Bible literally tells you it's a centauri, and I have to keep telling myself, stop this nonsense.
That's me too, but that's good because we're cognitive of it.
Though.
Fear and anxiety are not from the Lord. It's from the enemy of your soul. But and you can't have faith and fear coexisting. So when you start to feel that, we all have moments of that, you have to lean into your faith.
Yeah, that's amazing that we have that faith. There was a time in my life where it was just, downhill, and then you just keep going downhill. And it's hard coming back out of that. But once you find God and you have that piece of God and Jesus in your life, that's where you lean. Like you said, you lean into it. Yeah. And it'll be fine. Everything's going to be okay.
He'll work it out. It'll make sense eventually.
Yeah. His peace surpasses understanding.
That's right.
Or circumstance. That part's mine. That part isn't in the Bible.
Well, that was beautiful.
I don't want to. I always add or circumstance, right? Because it's
true. Just taking credit for that.
No, not the beginning. But I don't want to proclaim that that's a biblical teaching. The circumstance part is my addition for me.
Like it.
Apropos, me too.
Yep.
But anyway, I mean, listen, this week there's lots to talk about, like there always is, and we are expecting a great guest later, but we're going to jump in to talk about James Comer, the chair of the House Oversight Committee. He issued subpoenas to a long list of former officials and even President Clinton to appear for depositions on the Epstein case. And the list of some of those folks with dates, if you want to look them up, it's Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Merrick Garland, James Comey, Bill Barr, Alberto Gonzales, Jeff Sessions, Robert Mueller, Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder. Let justice reign. That's what we want to hear.
It took me a long time to realize James Comey and James Comer were the wrong person. I was getting so confused for a while there.
Two different people.
A couple of, like the last few years, very different people.
Comer's the good guy.
Comer's good. Yeah. I kept saying that R comes before Y, and the good one is the first one. But yeah, it's crazy. This is what we've been waiting for.
It is, and it's important because people keep saying like this is going to be the death of the MAGA movement, this whole Epstein thing, because it was such a big piece of the platform, and the whole gaslighting of why are people still talking about it remains a mystery, and we hold hope for the purpose of that comment. And
this is the purpose of that comment.
Yes, here you go.
That's it.
He did that on purpose because he needs a majority of the American people behind him. So he made it like it was nonchalant. Everyone went crazy on both sides. And he does what we, the people, want.
Yeah.
And he's a president of the people.
By
And
no means.
T
is he
always
a
says he's
stupid
playing
man.
chess, and sometimes I'm
Yeah.
like, he's not playing chess.
Oh,
T.
he's always
No.
playing chess. You need to read The Art of the
I
Deal.
do believe it. I do believe it, especially with what's going on now.
It worked.
With all of this coming out. I mean, he's got to be playing a behind-the-scenes game.
Absolutely.
He wrote I never read the full Art of the Deal, but my ex-husband did, and he told me a lot about it long before Trump was going to be a politician. And the sheer brilliance, and I think I'm going to listen to it on audio soon because I want to now understand the psychology behind the Art of the Deal. I just believe it, but he has an art, and it's worked for him his entire life.
Oh my God! Look what he's
No
doing with
doubt.
all these tariffs with these countries. The leverage that he's got.
He
that
just
he's
solved like
using.
5 wars.
I know.
I was watching that the other day on Sunday,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this man is like,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
He is.
He is playing something.
He's got.
He's playing Daddy Trump at the very
Well,
least.
it all seems like it's lining up perfectly now, right? Like
Oh, it's going
It
to come.
does.
with everything coming out.
It's the plan. We keep
And
saying.
I gotta tell
trust
you,
the
trust the plan.
What's the plan?
My new theory, though, is that this will the bulk of this will be exposed. I think if it's, I'm not going to tell him how to do the Art of the Deal, but if you do it right before, like 2 months before the midterms,
Yeah.
and you lay it all out and expose it all, this whole country will flip red. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about down ballot voting, and New York City will flip red if he really exposes everything by the midterms. That's what I'm praying for.
I will live to see that.
Oh yeah. It still has to take its time. It still can't be done right away.
Right.
It's not.
It won't
something-
work that way.
It doesn't work that way. It's not organic that way. People have to come to Jesus,
That's true.
Yeah.
so
literally.
to speak. you
Everybody
know?
has their own timing and journey in the awakening process. We all do.
Yeah.
I was showing T the other day. There's a guy I follow on X. that-
That's who I was just looking to see if
Matt-
he wrote us
yeah,
back. He didn't write us
yeah.
back yet.
His name is Matt Vansois. And I've been watching him since the hurricanes in the Carolina and the flooding in Carolina in
almost a
November.
year.
And I've actually watched his progression going from a liberal Democrat and seeing what was going on in Carolina and how they needed help. They were not getting help. They were being overlooked, by the government with Biden. And over the course of months and months and months, you start to see how his viewpoint has changed and how his thought process has
Oh, it's
changed.
amazing to watch.
It's incredible. And now he's like conservative now. It's amazing.
And to me, that's the best kind. Not like you were just raised to be conservative. Like,
Yeah.
those are almost
you
more.
actually chose
you
it.
chose
He
it. Like
chose it.
you like saw the light. That's
Yep.
to me the best.
Yep.
Yeah,
thing.
you had your wake-up call, like, whoa, this
Well,
is,
and they can speak to everyone that they were formerly connected
Right.
to and in
Uh-huh.
agreement with.
That's
right.
right.
Like, and those are going to be their people, their community.
Well, I
But
think
it-
that's why Brandon Straka has such a big following because
Yeah.
he was a
Yep.
former Democrat.
Yep.
And even though I would love everybody to come be a conservative MAGA person, I liked what Brandon said. I think in his interview with us, he was on a couple of shows, but he said just because we just want to get people to wake up and walk away. We're not saying you have to walk away and become
become MAGA.
put a MAGA hat on and be a
Yep.
diehard Trump fan, but the fact that you're open enough to actually wake up and hear the truth and then make a logical decision to walk away from that is huge. And you're going to see more and more of that. I really believe the Democratic Party's done. You'll see that over these couple of years, probably for a very long time. And I think you'll start to organically see many Americans coming over to this side. Because like Crystal, I always use Crystal's line. Not enough people have their line drawn in the
Yeah.
sand.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
What's your line?
What's your line? Like we all hit our line a while ago. Now and a lot of the country has. We just need.
Masks, vaccines, and
I
yeah.
can't believe that you haven't hit your line yet. Like, what's it going to take? I mean, they're mutilating children. The border's open. We've stolen elections. A fake
Mine was
pandemic.
masks. I was already pissed off the second they started. The
Masks? Mine, yeah. I don't even know. Mine was early on. But I think we just need to keep encouraging people to stay, in the know so they can draw their line in the sand.
We
can
do.
Can we also talk about these burn bags that they found?
Yes, that
They
was it.
found burn bags that has Epstein evidence and Russiagate evidence.
Yep. Yep.
What? I can't wait to see what's in these burn bags, and I can't wait
Oh,
to
yeah.
find out who hid the burn bags.
How many whistleblowers are there?
Yeah.
You guys have to remember there was a counterinsurgency happening all along. I know people don't believe us.
Well, it's like the white hat.
It is.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's
Well,
been
no, I
a
believe
been a
that. There's obviously
counterinsurgency
good people.
since JFK. The military
Oh,
got involved. It's just
absolutely.
gotten bigger and bigger and more deeper now.
Yeah.
But you could have just infiltrators on both sides infiltrating with. You could have had someone on our side infiltrating the whole time.
That's right.
within.
Yeah.
That's right.
And thank God
Well,
for
I
that.
think there had to have been many people infiltrating
Yeah.
within.
Or you could have just had people that were already there that just could not stand to see what was going
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
and they.
At least it's nice to know that some
Did certain
Democrats might have a
things to-
conscience.
Well, it's
and
like
and a moral
this is-
compass.
right. It's like, you can give everybody the benefit of the doubt for a minute to say, okay, they may have been involved in something and supporting something they really weren't aware was the truth of the situation. But once it's exposed and out there, you have a decision to make. And I
course.
do believe that there were probably a lot of people who said,
I
you know
can't
what,
do
this
this.
isn't what I signed up for.
Right.
This isn't what I signed up for. Just like I think it's probably a smaller percentage because again, just like the vaccines and all of that, this is my livelihood, this is
Yep.
my reputation,
Yeah.
this is my family. So
And
what are you
remember,
risking?
the higher up you go, the more dangerous it becomes for you.
Yeah.
right.
And then you don't leave because they own you, and they'll come after your family, and they'll make it look like an accident.
Yeah.
They won't let your
They've
kid won't
done
get
it
into college.
before.
They'll follow you. They'll suicide you,
right.
whatever it is. But it gets really ugly and scary the higher you get. So that's how we've been trapped in this circle for
Well,
such a
it'll
long
be
time.
interesting to see after Representative Anna Paulina Luna revealed all of that stuff about those bags
Yeah.
and that the whistleblower that they saw on Benny Johnson's show.
Yeah,
right,
they believe. Yeah, I believe
it was a tip-off.
It was a tip-off from the Benny Johnson show.
that led them to investigate further.
Correct. Yep.
And this whistleblower came forward to them. So everybody that's out there doing this great work, just spreading the truth every day, all these years, you can't be thankful enough because it's leading to real things happening. And it does take time. So we have to be patient.
Yes. Yep.
We have to be fair.
Yep.
But with that, we do have to go to commercial break. Stay with us. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Who broke the television? Can we laugh at that? Sounds to me.
As of this week, public gay sex will now be mandatory.
Am I the only one who could see his lips move?
Cheekbones, baby.
I'm sorry, maybe I overreacted.
Corporate transfer. Find professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
Welcome, everybody, to the Not So Newlywed Show, where three couples are going to compete for really great prizes. Okay, Donna, we asked Mike, who complained first on your honeymoon, you or him?
What do I think?
Yeah, what do you
said?
think?
I think he said.
Lisa, this ain't the SATs. Just tell us what. Donna, who complained first on the honeymoon?
I'm sure it was me, but I have no idea.
Shauna is right.
No, it's always me.
What celebrity would you pick for a one-day pass?
For me?
Yeah, for you, not for him.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon! Wow! Who do you hate the most on her side? That rotten no.
There's so many choices.
Thank you all, and thank you for coming out.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
Welcome back from commercial break to the Patriots Podcast. We're jumping into the Texas Democrats, the nonsense. They're protesting the GOP effort in Texas to redistrict the congressional map. It sounds
like an oxymoron because I don't even want to think in my head that there's Democrats in Texas, but there are. They're taking over the big cities actually.
Well, because they all came from California.
They did. That's exactly what
They
they
are
came
the
from.
biggest hypocrites. The biggest hypocrites ever. First of all, they fled to Illinois and New York, which are the biggest states known for gerrymandering, ever.
And they're sanctuaries.
Our
Sanctuary
campaign
cities.
literally was involved in gerrymandering here. We got moved to a different district.
They did
I
it
remember.
in New York last year in 2024, and they did it in 2022.
We were affected by it. We had to start again in our campaign because of gerrymandering.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you had to
remember
get
that.
new
It was
signatures.
awful.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
Outrageous.
Well, it's outrageous that they're throwing a fit. They're leaving their post.
They
that's
look like
your
children.
job.
That's
I am not allowed to just get pissed off and take off and be like, oh, I'm going to another state. I'm not coming to work tomorrow. That's your job. Get in there and do your job.
Or you're fired.
that should be an
you're
immediate.
fired.
That should be an immediate grounds.
You should have to have a serious note of either a family crisis, seriously, a provable family crisis, something
An
huge.
illness, a death.
To miss that kind of a vote.
Well, apparently they're not getting away with it.
First of all, they're in an emergency session, okay, that Governor Abbott called. Okay, they need aid down in Texas.
Yes, they do.
Where these floods occurred. And by these people abandoning their positions to go to other states to avoid having to be a part of a vote.
I love when they do this. I hate what
They're
this, I
hurting
hate
their
what,
own people.
I hate
They
what
think-
I hate what is happening to the constituency there for it.
Yeah.
But that now you have no choice but to see that your leaders do not give a shit about you.
Again, it's another form of awakening.
It is. It's
and they're
horrible.
doing it to themselves. They're doing it to themselves.
It is. That's exactly what that is.
Literally eating themselves alive.
Yeah.
That's what's
Keep it up.
happening.
I always say, go ahead. Every time you do something, it backfires.
Well, they're calling for them to be arrested, and if they're not back by Friday, they lose their seat.
Good.
I love it.
I
That's
love
what
it,
has
too.
to start happening. Let's see the
Real
consequences for
consequences.
crappy behavior, like your children.
I think they want to get arrested because everything to them is like this show.
It
They
is.
have to put on this show, and
Maybe if they think it's going to cause outrage and a public outpouring of
well, you
their
got Jasmine
constituents.
Crockett,
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't stand her.
Al Green. He's the guy that
I can't stand
what
with
was that
McCain.
during Trump.
Yeah.
He's
Address a State of the Union.
State of the Union
Yeah.
when he got up with his cane and he was ranting and raving.
Yeah. And they took him out. The sergeant.
It's such a
sergeant
spectacle.
arms.
Yeah, well, they're afraid they're going to lose their seats.
I hope they do.
No, I hope they do too.
If they lose their
I
seat,
hope God's
then
will
what
is done.
happens? Like, who goes and fills it?
Abbott can put who he wants in. Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be the same party?
No.
well,
Oh,
I'm
that's
not, is that-
gorgeous.
are you sure
I
that's
believe
how that
so.
works?
Yep.
If they abandon their seat and it gets taken away from them, not if
If they come back.
redistricting.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
I like to say, I just pray God's will be done.
Yep.
You see how that's fit, Lord.
Yep.
Yeah. We'd like to see it, but you
I
know
love
best.
to see it.
Well, I gave the control room a few cuts of Kathy Hochul speaking on this because to me she's such a joke. She really is. She's such a gaslighter. She's not even a good actress, honestly.
It's horrible.
She's terrible. And I'm going to ask the control room to pull up cut 9 first.
She's evil spawn of
'Cause
Satan.
That's my favorite sentence.
What Texas and Republican states are doing at the direction of Donald Trump, I say is nothing short of a legal insurrection against our
word.
capital. Legal meaning they're using the legal
Kathy.
process. Does not mean it's legal, and it must be stopped.
Okay.
But favorite word.
I loathe her.
But it is legal.
I want to smack that.
I know that
She's got like a beaver face. I just want to smack it both ways.
But it's a
God forgive
frozen
me.
beaver face.
With her Vax necklace and
our
her.
taxpayer
and calling-
money pays for her Botox and her makeup.
I can't
And
even
her
stomach
husband's
her.
contracts.
Yes.
Everything. Can't
I
say
told
it.
people
Just
back
saying.
then, be
Somebody
careful
go
what
look
you wish
that up.
for because they might usher in someone more,
radical.
worse. And here we are.
But a legal insurrection. First of all, get another word. Like,
Yeah,
really,
I know.
get another word. We're over the word insurrection.
That's so 2000.
And
It's so 2021.
No, 2020. That's so 2020.
21.
Yeah,
That's so
sorry,
2020.
2020.
21. That's so 2020, 21.
You knew what we meant.
We're off dates. Yeah,
You know what we meant.
I only know because I'm an insurrectionist and I was there. It was 2021.
And it is legal. It is legal in the
It is
state of
legal.
Texas
So
for
what are
him
you
to do
crying
this.
about? Like, what are you crying about? And you did this, Kathy. You did this last year, and you did it in 2022. So stop pretending like our state didn't do this, and you were the culprit of it.
I know.
And why are you weighing in on this?
Yeah, well,
It's not your business.
Because they fled to New York.
Oh, right.
Most of them fled to Illinois, but some of them, I believe, fled to New York.
I heard something about, and I'm wondering if this is true, that if it turns out that these congressional people were paid by these states to go, it could be bad. It could be a bad thing.
Oh,
'Cause
follow the money.
then their
Why would they be-
bribery becomes involved in
It's
it.
treason.
Why would they be getting paid to go to these states, though?
If
To abandon ship
I
and
have to
flee
look
to a
deeper into it,
sanctuary
but
Oh,
I
state?
like if they were
Where
put up
nobody
to
can-
it and they are
It could
getting
be hidden here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
under the table
Given a-
money to come to do the show.
You can't leave forever. You have to go back at some point. You might as well just go back. Put your tail between your legs. Stop throwing a hissy fit. Go back and do your job.
Here's what I think. I think they know their days are numbered. I think they know the truth is coming out, and they're just going to double down now, make a spectacle of it, just to try to garner whatever support they still have left. Because the gig is up. I mean, we're so on to you guys. Like, don't like.
what is it I said? They're just going to throw shit against the
They
wall
are.
and
See what
sticks.
sticks.
That's it.
That's exactly
well,
it.
They did
That's it.
this. The Democrats have done this with 8 different states, this redistricting, causing a total of 6 Republicans to lose their seats while Democrats gained 5. And that's just within the last 10 years. And now the Republicans haven't been playing this game. And that's why the Democrats are so pissed, because they finally, the Republicans are playing it back.
If it's good for you, it's good for us
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yep. Even though we can't stand her, should we see some more of Kathy in
Yeah,
action?
because
If we
you're going
must.
to not like her more. There's a bug in my face.
I didn't know if that was possible, but continue.
You guys want to pull up cut 10?
Refuse to fight for our democracy,
Oh,
then we're
look.
doomed to lose
Oh, the
it.
two of them.
We don't want our democracy lost. And that's why I am sick and tired of fighting these battles with my hands tied behind my back. I have to deal with the onslaught of attacks on my residents, the loss of health care for millions, children starving because they don't have the SNAP benefits, and seeing the ICE raids with unfettered power, walking into our courthouses and our buildings and our schools wearing masks and blaring guns. There's no
wearing
way to
masks.
stop this if we don't find a way to have some checks and balance in Washington, because we do not have it now. I'm a New Yorker. I'm from Buffalo. Fighting is second nature to us. I'm not afraid of this.
Sorry.
That's why I said bring it on, because Texas, bullies in Texas, are not going to intimidate us now or ever.
Am I allowed to challenge Kathy from a Long Island fight to a
Come on
Buffalo
down,
girl?
Kathy.
Because I'd love
But
to
she's
see what you got.
challenging Texans. Like, good luck.
How about let's challenge a fellow New Yorker? You're so tough. I'm a Long Island girl. Let's go, Kathy. I've been waiting for you for a few years now.
Oh no, ICE agents going in with
A mask?
We
Oh,
voted
suddenly
for
a
this.
mask is a
Kids are
problem?
starving in New York.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't love masks? She doesn't want a mask now?
Apparently
Am I on drugs? I don't
know.
understand.
She forced children to wear masks. For how
I gotta
many
stop
years?
talking because I'm gonna say very bad vulgarities.
It's all right. Do it. Do it.
I've tried to jump in front of the car she was in. I didn't play. I mean, I
You were
tried.
climbing a fence and farming.
I'm trying.
Since he's all fired up, let's play the last one. Cut 11.
Brave public servants are taking a stand, a strong stand, against a blatant power grab that's happening in their state as we speak. And this will have implications, not just in Texas, but for our entire nation and its future. And I have news flash for Republicans in Texas. This is no longer the Wild West. We're not
Yeah,
going
it
to
is.
tolerate
Let's make it the Wild
our
West.
democracy being stolen in a modern-day stagecoach hoist by a bunch of law-breaking cowboys. Americans don't want a system that's stacked against them.
Oh, really?
They believe in fairness. It's fundamental. Rigging the system is un-American. But here they are,
What planet?
flagrantly
Where's
breaking
that
the rules
alien?
so they can hold on to power. With that power, they're going to inflict even more pain. But here in New York, we will not stand on the sidelines with the timid souls who don't care, will not invest their heart and soul into this battle. And that's why the gloves are off, and I say, bring it on.
My name is Kathy Hochul, and I'm the governor of New York.
What do they call it? It's projection. All the
Yes.
things that you do and your
Gaslighting.
people
It's
do.
gaslighting.
Gaslighting and projection. All the things that they do. Rigging the
Yes,
system.
rigging the
the
system.
gerrymandering.
Yeah.
They have to tell you.
All of it. You're
What?
speechless.
Where's the alien?
Planet is this?
Yeah, what planet are we on?
I don't even understand what planet we're on.
I don't even understand what she's saying. She's got so much Botox in her cheeks that her mouth does not function
I love her
properly.
words. Bring it. You have no idea. The activist in me, like the things that get fired in my
'cause
soul.
she
I'm ready to
talks
go
so
have another rally outside of where she lives this time. Because we came to Cuomo, Kathy.
Well,
I'll
did
bring it.
We
Let's
did
go.
it. Show Me Your Face did it at the governor's mansion when Kathy was there.
Oh, you went to the governor's mansion. We went to his house in Mount Kisco.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a little different.
And the Secret Service loved us, by the way.
Yeah, they did.
The housekeeper didn't know what to do with herself. It was a very interesting scene.
That brought on a lot of dispute within our group because people were saying, "Oh, is it right to go to someone's home?"
I have
And
an
"You're
answer
a
for
public
that.
servant. I think it's right, not on their property, but in front of their
I
home.
didn't think it
you
was
don't
right.
like what you do. You don't like the outcome of what you're doing. Maybe you should stop doing it.
Yeah.
My
Find a new
stance,
job.
I'm a little bit, believe it or not, I'm pretty tough with the stuff like this. Once you come after the children to me, all bets are off in any,
Yeah,
in any,
gloves off, for
like,
real.
yeah, you deserve your privacy. Your kids deserve their privacy. You are a public servant, but you have an office. You can email them, call them, and fax them, whatever you want to do. I don't love it, but once
Too bad.
you come after our children, you want to mask my children, you want to indoctrinate my children, you want to mutilate children, gloves are off, and we're coming to you.
And that's where we're at.
And I'm ready for a rally outside of Kathy's house now.
All right, well, I don't know where she lives, so look it up.
We'll find out.
There was somebody that was doing some deep digging a while ago on her and her family.
Somebody? Okay.
Not me.
We know-
somebody who told me.
We know people in high places, so I'm not worried.
Anyway.
I think we're going to plan a rally.
It's our First Amendment right.
It sure is.
Our First Amendment right.
It's she's just a joke. She really is. And the Democrats are a joke. They are hypocrites. And everything that they're crying about, they've done.
Of course.
That's right. Well, at least Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has announced that he will seek those court rulings against those folks if they fled the state and if they don't return by Friday. I mean, that's a big deal. And he's ensuring that their seats are going to be vacant.
Yes.
Declare them vacant. So that's an assurance. So you guys make a decision. We'd love to see you stay where you are. It's perfect for us. Anyway,
Perfect for us.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back from this commercial break.
Corrupt judges, broken families, families torn apart. This is injustice. If you've been wronged by the system, join us. Don't stand alone. Hi, I'm Gary Jacobs, president of Americans for Legal Reform. We're the oldest legal reform group in the United States. The justice system in the United States should be transparent, fair, and open to everybody and accessible. Unfortunately, many times that's not the case. At Americans for Legal Reform, we are here to help. Join the movement. Visit AmericansForLegalReform.com and help reform the system before it fails you.
Hi, my name is Elena Ruseva, aka Megalangela. Please check my art at www.megalangela.vip.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
The Queens Village Republican Club is America's oldest Republican club, founded in 1875. Situated in President Trump's hometown in Queens, New York, we are America First MAGA Republicans, empowering fellow Republicans to get involved in the game of politics at the grassroots level. We host inspiring monthly club meetings on the first Thursday of each month at 8 p.m. For more information, please go to our website at www.qvgop.org.
It's Tuesday here at the America First Warehouse. I am Joe the Box.
And I'm John the Blanket.
Freddie Rubino here from the America First Warehouse, coming to you live, the most patriotic venue in the land.
Welcome to Right for America.
I'm James Justice. We got Stephen Ruth over here. What are we doing, Steve? Fighting
Welcome to Tune In Tuesday of the Patriots Podcast, live streaming every Tuesday night at 7:30.
Another edition of On the Right Side here, and you can catch us weekly, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
And welcome to Liberty's Cage, where we rip the veil off America's broken justice system. Prisons that crush spirits, courts that bend to power, and a society that shuns people who have paid their price.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kevin Downey Jr. Podcast. Be free, stay free.
Welcome back to the Patriots Podcast. When we were opening, we said we were going to have a guest with us tonight, and we do have Mark McCluskey from St. Louis, Missouri, with us. On June 28th of 2020, a group of George Floyd Black Lives Matter protesters entered Portland Place. It's a private gated street in St. Louis, Missouri, while they were on their way to the mayor's house. Mark and Patricia McCluskey, concerned for their safety and their property, stepped outside their home carrying firearms, legal firearms. Mark with an AR-15 rifle and Patricia with a handgun. To protect their property and themselves, asserting their Second Amendment rights. This past Friday, Mark finally got his AR-15 back, and he's here with us to talk about it. Welcome, Mark.
Welcome,
Hi,
Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, how are you guys doing? Thanks for having me on.
Oh, we're so happy you joined us.
Coming.
So good things happening finally for you. We'd love to hear from you, from your perspective, a little bit about your story for anyone who doesn't really know and what's been going on and your wins.
Well, yeah, just to refresh everybody's recollection, on May 25th of 2020, a career criminal drug addict died of a fentanyl overdose up in Minneapolis, and that created an excuse for the left to try to destroy the country. And part of that was BLM and Antifa rioting throughout the country. On the night of June the 1st and June the 2nd of 2020, the BLM mob burned downtown St. Louis, shot 4 police officers, killed retired police captain David Dorn about a half a mile from my house. And my wife and I made a decision that if the mob came our direction, we weren't going to take it sitting down. So to make a very long story short, the mob broke down the gate to our neighborhood, stormed in. I went out on the porch with my AR-15 rifle and said, a whole lot of mean, nasty things like, get out of my neighborhood. I said, private property, which really pissed them off because they're communists, right?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of my neighborhood. I said a bad word one time. I said, get the hell out of my neighborhood. But, we had a George Soros-funded prosecutor in St. Louis who charged us each with 2 Class C felonies that would have cost us our careers and 4 years in prison. President Trump got on television right away and lauded what we had done. Governor Parson in Missouri promised to pardon us, and eventually he did. And so I figured that getting pardoned would mean I'd get my property back, since the pardon said it eliminated every disadvantage of my prosecution. I figured have my property taken was one of those disadvantages. The judge said no. Court of Appeals said no. Said that my pardon obliterated my conviction, but not my guilt, whatever the heck that means. And so I'll get my property back. So we went further. I filed a new lawsuit, this one to expunge my record. And under the law of expungement in Missouri, it's as if the underlying event had never occurred. So we get expunged. And so I file another lawsuit to get the rifle back and the pistol back, saying, under the laws of Missouri now, I've never been arrested. I've never been charged with anything. I've never been convicted of anything. So why the heck do you have my guns? Well, so what's the city do? The city then appeals the expungement to try to have it set aside. And then, so July 1 of this year, the Court of Appeals upheld the expungement. And so then I filed another motion to say, now it's the time to get me my guns back. And 1,847 days later, I got it back.
Yes, that's awesome.
Congratulations.
By the way, history of viewing pleasure. Here it is.
Yes, that is so badass. I love it.
There's the evidence sticker right there. There's the evidence sticker.
That's a beauty.
Where's the handgun? Did you get that back too?
No, I'm working on that. See, the way it ended up was, for reasons that defy logic, the rifle ended up in the hands of the police department, St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department. This city is so corrupt, the police department has recently been taken over by the state. So it's now under, their legal team is now the state attorney general's office. But the pistol, for whatever bizarre reason, ended up in possession of the sheriff of St. Louis. And so I talked to the city councilor's office today about when they're going to cough up the pistol. And they're saying, probably it'll be this week. We'll see. But
I mean, they admitted when they argued in front of the Court of Appeals that if my expungement is sustained, then I get my stuff back. So they're kind of hard put to come up with a reason for not doing it now.
Yeah. Well, we're sorry that you had to go through all of this, but we're so grateful for you staying the course and fighting so hard, because it really highlights, like, you know, how threatened American and our constitutional rights are. And setting these kinds of precedences and cases are so important. We should be able to assert those amendments and those
exactly
rights.
what our founding fathers wanted is exactly what they did.
And thank you for fighting back, because
Yes.
most people wouldn't fight back. Most people don't fight back.
Right.
How has it been? Yeah, how has it been for you in the midst of all of this?
Well, you know, it's been originally it was pretty concerning. I mean, we had threats of death and arson and rape and even killing our pets and burning down my house and burning down my office building. And we had the house and the office building boarded up, so we're like living in the dark. And my staff went and quit because they didn't want to have to deal with it. My then 30-year-old daughter would come and go from the office by climbing over the back fence so that nobody would see her coming or going. You know, it was fairly concerning for the first few months and years. Now, you know, it's the tide has turned. We have people coming up to us every day, you know, thanking us for standing up for their rights. And you know, the bottom line is, it wasn't just a rifle. It was the government overstepping its boundaries.
Right,
The
that's
government
100%.
using the force of the police and the prosecutor's office to pursue a political agenda. And as I always said, whether it's a toothpick or the presidency of the United States, when the government violates the Constitution, you got to persevere. You got to let them know you will not take it, and you won't stop until you get your rights back.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
We love that.
I do have I do have a cut that I gave the control room of the incident that happened, and I'm going to tell you, it wasn't easy finding this video because I think they've taken it down from a lot of social media platforms. But I do have a video of the incident. If the control room can just cue up cut 4. Thank you, Tom.
I need to say something. I want to say, Mark, that you're a much better man than I would have been a woman, because I feel like you guys exerted extreme, you know, self-control. Because if I have 4 kids, and if I saw that mob, and just because I'm erratic and insane, and I'd probably be in an orange jumpsuit the rest of my life, I would have probably just started going ham and shooting. I mean, I think you did exactly. I don't know about that. My kids are being threatened, and they're outside my house. I'm going crazy, and I'm proud of how they did exactly what you should have done in that situation.
You protected your family, you protected your home, your property,
and in a very respectful manner.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you know, our 30-year-old daughter was in from Chicago to have dinner with us that night out in the patio, and when the mob broke through the gate, the first thing she said is, "We're all dead." And she ran upstairs and hid. I mean, it was intimidating. And you know, that 32-second clip that every media outlet played, that was the last 32 seconds of a 17.5-minute event. That was
That's a long time.
left.
That must have felt like an hours when in the moment.
Yeah.
And you know, as the crowd dissipated, and all I saw was a sea of cell phones pointed at me, I knew that this was too important of an event for the left to let it go. That they were going to have to make a deal out of it. They're going to have to make an example out of us and try to crush us and persecute us. But you know, they did the whole conspiracy against President Trump, the Russia hoax, the entrapment of the J6 political prisoners. I mean, it has been a constant continuum. And thank God we won this last election. Thank God we've got President Trump. We've got Pam Bondi and Kash Patel. And we're going to get to the bottom of all this. And Tulsi Gabbard, which she revealed a couple of Saturdays ago, we're going to find out that between 2016 and now, until this last election, there has been an ongoing conspiracy at the highest levels of government to destroy our constitutional rights, destroy our country, and to take away all those things that we hold near and dear. Yep. So I always say the same thing. Every one of us owes a personal duty to ourselves and to our country to fight for our rights, to fight for our liberty, anytime the government infringes on your rights, you need to fight back. You need to resist. The rights we have weren't given to us by government.
That's
The
right.
rights we
By
have
God.
were given to us by God, and by virtue of being human beings made in the image of the Lord. And that which the Lord gives us, no government can take away.
I knew I loved you
love
guys,
you.
right? Because people forget the Constitution was made to restrict the government, not us.
That's right.
Exactly.
And we don't believe what you read about New York, Mark, because there's a lot of patriots here. We love our guns, we love America, we love God, and everything that you guys are about. And someday, like I've told you on the phone, I hope you can come see us here at the America First Warehouse, because just hearing you speak, I know you'll love it here. And I've been following you guys since the beginning, and I think to me you're heroes, how you acted in that situation, and a lot of us here would do the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we were really facing a lot of, there was a lot of that here in New York, coming down our streets, same thing. It was insane that we got to that point.
Yeah.
Well, Bernie Kirk and I were having a conversation about the relative danger of New York versus St. Louis one time. And 8,400,000 people in New York. At that time that year, they had about 300 murders. We only have 275,000 people in the city of St. Louis, and we'd had 256 murders. 20 times the murder rate of New York City. And that's just a regular background level of crime. And then you have to add to it the George Floyd effect. So, we live in one of the most dangerous cities in the world. And what does our police department, not our police department, what does our prosecuting attorney want to do? Do they want to stop crime? Do they want to put murderers in jail? No, they wanted to prosecute two white Republicans for defending themselves against a mob.
Yep.
That's how they think they should effectively use the resources that the people of St. Louis have granted them.
Well, I think people are waking up and are tired of seeing the weaponization of government against people who are doing nothing wrong.
I can't hear.
Yeah, I don't think your mic's up. Is your mic?
Oh, here. We'll share.
Mike died. Sorry. I just said we have to go to commercial break in a minute, but I just said I think people are waking up and they're tired of seeing the weaponization of government, and it's enough is enough. So, we're not going to sit and take this stuff anymore. I think America is tired, and the tides are definitely turning. And we're glad to know you and to have you on our side and fighting for our freedoms. I don't know if you want to stick around for a few more minutes through the commercial break, if you have anything else you'd like to share or talk about, but we'd welcome you with us on our fourth segment. It's up to you.
Yeah, I can stick around for another segment, sure.
All right. So we'll see you after commercial break.
All right, sounds good.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Are you a musician, comedian, actor, filmmaker, or artist who stands for traditional American values? Do you believe in the preservation of our nation, our culture, and our freedoms? If you share our passion for America and want to use your talents to make a difference, we want to hear from you. Our mission is clear. Through the arts, we uphold the principles of freedom, faith, family, and the American spirit. It's time to step up to the mic and make your voices heard. So contact us at AmericanConservativeArtists.com.
Good morning. It's me, Joe the Box, wearing my Border 911 hat signed by Tom Holman, Rodney Scott, and Sarah Carter. The country has had enough. The American Horror Story is over. Border 911. Tom Holman is coming through. My brother's son, my friends' children. We're done with it. 100,000 were lost lives every single year. God bless you, Tom.
The Queens Village Republican Club is America's oldest Republican club, founded in 1875. Situated in President Trump's hometown in Queens, New York, we are America First MAGA Republicans, empowering fellow Republicans to get involved in the game of politics at the grassroots level. We host inspiring monthly club meetings on the first Thursday of each month at 8 p.m. For more information, please go to our website at www.qvgop.org.
America First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed, because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country.
Welcome back to the Patriettes Podcast. We've got Mark McCluskey with us. He's agreed to stay on for a bit longer. Thanks, Mark. We want to hear more about what you're doing now and, in the wake of all this stuff happening.
Well, it really has changed our lives. I mean, once we got through it, let me say this: what the media didn't report and what your listeners don't know is that the mob came back the following Friday. That first assault on us was June 28th, a Sunday evening of 2020. We got a tip on Tuesday morning from a client of ours who turned out to have been a member of this Antifa organization, that they were coming back that Friday to kill us and burn down the house.
Oh my God.
What you guys did was inexcusable, and you're going to have to die, and they're going to come back and kill you and burn down the house. Well, we couldn't get any private security because nobody wanted the bad press. There's a place not very far from here that does worldwide corporate security, bunch of special forces guys, and they refused to do it because they got bad press over the Ferguson riots. So I say to the owner, what the heck am I supposed to do? And he says, if I were you, I would take what I can't live without, put it in the vehicles, and abandon the house. And I said, there's no effing way in heck that we're going to do that. We are not going to abandon the house of the mob. We'll go down to the ship if we have to. But
Yes,
we're not
absolutely.
going to abandon the house.
Good for
That's
you.
a beautiful
Yeah.
house.
Well, turns out that I'd gotten a call from the White House earlier in the week, and the gentleman said the president wants to express his support. If there's ever anything we can do for you, let us know. Well, it's Thursday night. The mob's coming back on Friday to kill us. I called that guy back up, and I said, well, now's a pretty stinking good time. And so he gave me Mark Meadows' cell phone number, and I got a hold of Mark. The next call I made was to Tucker Carlson, and I'm talking to Tucker. He puts us live on the air, and he says, I'm talking to Mark McCloskey. I can hear Mrs. McCloskey sobbing in the background. The mob's coming back tomorrow to kill them. The city police have been ordered to stand down. The state's not going to provide them any protection. And if we don't do anything, they're going to get killed. Well, to make a long story short, when the mob showed up that next night, July the 3rd, Friday night, 2020, numbering 1,000, we had 6 ex-Navy SEALs.
Yes.
We had the FBI light aircraft circling the top of the house. We had FBI snipers on the roof. We had what we used to call in the Reagan administration, peace through superior firepower.
There you go.
I love that.
God's perfect
Created
timing.
peace through strength.
Yeah.
That is great.
Yes, and
And,
God's perfect timing, right?
Yeah, we held them off again. So, then in light of that, we'd been lifelong conservatives, and I've been a big anti-communist my whole life. My dad was a member of the John Birch Society, and I started giving public presentations against communist expansionism back in 1977 with Mugabe's takeover of Rhodesia. But I'd never been involved in politics other than a fundraising end before. But so then we decided that, payback was fair, so we went to work for Donald Trump. And the first thing we did was we did some tours with Colonel Allen West through Texas, doing rallies down there. And then we did rallies in Oklahoma and Missouri and Kansas. And then for a while, we were the Trump campaign up in Pennsylvania. We were on the Team Trump bus going. We were doing 7 organized rallies a day for the president. And that was, working for President Trump was an amazing thing. And since then, subsequently I ran for U.S. Senate. I've had an opportunity to meet and talk to almost everybody that is influential in the Republican Party and in politics. To whatever small extent that I've been able to do so, I think I've helped our cause. And it's, the Lord moves in mysterious ways. Your darkest day opens up opportunities to help and to give you never would have had otherwise.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
What a great
Testimony.
story,
It's a
right?
it's a testimony. You'll walk through the fire, but you will not be burned. Right?
Exactly.
The Lord is with you.
Yep.
We
The
got
Lord
a
is
little
with you.
singed, but we survived it.
Well,
And you're stronger on the
amazing.
other end because of it.
That's right. And
Yeah.
Mark, I hope you'll come back on again, and hopefully, like I said, we'll see you in person one day. But give us updates if there's ever any messaging you want to get out there. I believe now you're trying to help some of the J6ers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I represent several hundred of the J6 political prisoners. We've been meeting with the DOJ trying to set up a compensation program for them. I'm getting a little discouraged at how long it's taking, but I mean, these people were horribly abused. And if the American public, I hopefully will learn how much they were punished for doing no more than standing up for their rights. Hundreds of people who did no more than walk through open doors held open for them by Capitol Police, fist bumping the cops, singing the national anthem, chanting USA, walking back out, who had their houses weeks or months or even years later swatted by the FBI, battering rams, tanks in their front yard, helicopters circling their house, dozens of SWAT officers, machine gun, laser sights all over them, even 4-year-old children for misdemeanor trespass charges. There's never been anything like it in the history of the United States. And I'm getting, we're continuing to fight this battle to get them just compensation. It's not an easy battle, and there's no guarantees yet, but it's what I'm doing full-time for a living now.
Well, thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Angie and I here are J6ers. We didn't have to face what a lot of them did, but we're very tied into the J6 community. We're very good friends with Ashley Babbitt's mom. And if there's, we have tremendous support for the J6 community and what you're doing for them now and anyone who's stepping up to help them, because we have friends like Sarah Carpenter that was on here, and they still have her
tambourine,
her weapons. That was
tambourine.
a tambourine and rosary beads because they needed them for discovery.
And the three wise men.
And three little wise men.
Weapons.
And she still hasn't gotten those back yet. And she was in solitary confinement. It's just disgusting what our government did. The real insurrection, as I always say, happened November 3rd of 2020, and January 6th of 2021 was the cover-up. And it's being exposed, and thank God for patriots like you and a lot of people like us on the front line that are just fighting to expose that. So please, as you go through with this J6 process, if you'd like to get a message out there, you have, an update, we'd love to hear it. If Patricia ever wants to come on, you're more than welcome. And if there's any way that you want people to contact you, you can say it now. If there's a website or anything that, you want to get to the audience.
Sure, my X feed is McCloskey USA. I give out my personal cell phone all the time. It's 314-580-3185.
Wow.
My website is McCloskeyLaw.com. I've got an ancient email address. You can tell how old I am. It's McCloskeyLaw@AOL.com.
I have a Yahoo one too. I'm right there with you.
AOL too.
So, well, Mark, we want to say thank you for everything.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
God
for
bless you
being with us.
guys. A man of faith and a patriot. That's our favorite kind.
Yep.
So keep up the great work.
Well, thank you for having me on. It's been a total pleasure, and I look forward to being on again.
We would love to have you guys. Please tell Patricia we send her love.
Yeah. God bless you.
Yes.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Thank you, Mark.
Bye, Mark.
Good night.
Good night.
He's amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. That's our people.
I know. Well, and I mean, there you go again, like another story that the next Friday night.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you never heard
and
of
you
it.
never heard of.
I never knew about that.
Nope.
Never.
And the fact that the media doesn't cover it, I mean,
gross.
he could have lost his life and all his belongings.
Everything.
Right? Well, everything, his home.
He's a good man.
And yeah,
and true. Talk about timing. The fact that the White House reached out and he was like, "Can we?"
the
help
day
you?"
before.
The day
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Can you send some Secret Service and some snipers and
Yeah.
some
Navy
And you know what
SEALs.
really
Yeah.
pisses me off? We were at J6, and yes, it got heated at some point, but it was so beautiful and
I
so
know, you
uniting.
guys always say that.
And but that mob wasn't at first.
No, yeah.
They came to hurt and they came to harm and scare,
Yep.
and that's not what we're about. I don't understand how that was even allowed to even happen.
Everything was twisted.
Of course,
Everything was
when good
switched.
becomes evil and evil becomes good, and
Yeah.
it's
That's it.
Right becomes wrong and wrong
He gave me
becomes
chills
right.
though. I just
Me
love
too.
stories like
Yeah.
that.
I
That's
mean,
a real American story.
It is, and it's such a story of faith because he's obviously got a deep faith in God and belief, and just to say like we are not abandoning our home to
What you
that
said earlier,
mob.
the fear. He just decided to put that at the foot of the cross and
I
left
don't
it
know.
to God.
Yeah, and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how we're going to do this, but
he does.
I ain't stopping.
Yep.
He does.
But I'm not leaving my home to the mob rule.
Yep.
No.
And he kept
So-
fighting. That wasn't the end of it. He still had to
To
keep
this
fighting.
day.
Till this day, going to court for how many times and how
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
years just to
Well, and you know
clear
what?
his name and get his guns back.
Get his
Had-
guns back.
right, and had this not happened, right, would he be in the position now and have the heart to be
To help-
helping
to help the J6ers,
you know, to
exactly.
understand that kind of government persecution
Absolutely.
and abandonment, the abandonment of the government, his local government, to have the police be told to stand down, to not be given assistance with
Yeah.
that kind of credible
Such a
threat.
slap in the face.
I mean,
It's
it
gross.
is just outrageous, and if that isn't enough to wake every American person up, I don't know
That's
what
what
the
I'm
heck
saying.
is.
What line in the sand is it going to
Yeah.
take for you?
Yeah.
Well, because there, but for the grace of God, go I or you or you or you, anybody.
right.
It's not about your political affiliation. It's about the agenda, and if you're willing to go along with
And
it or
righteousness.
not.
That's right.
You have to remember something. When the Nazis were coming around killing Jews, they were following the law.
Yeah.
But sometimes the law isn't righteous.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you have
That's
to follow the law of God and what's right in your heart, and you have to continue that way. Like, it just blows my mind. I love people like that. It's my favorite kind of patriot.
That was very inspiring.
Yeah, very inspiring.
Love
I'm
that.
glad we had him on.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That was amazing.
No doubt.
And I can't wait to find out when he gets his handgun back. Patricia's handgun.
Well, we'll stay. I know. I just love them. She comes out with
and he gave out his number, guys. Don't.
I know.
Don't
I didn't
be
even give
calling
James
him and
his
texting
number
him.
because I said I won't share your number, and I'm okay.
I don't know why he did that, but.
We know a lot of Patriots. Your phone might ring off the hook right now.
He might text us back and say, "Can you bleep that out?"
Or just text him and, well, it's live.
I love that too. That's balls to the wall.
Text him and tell him
there's
thank
nothing
you.
to hide. I'm
Yeah.
here. Here's
Here
my
for the
number.
American
I'll
people.
call if you know, it's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. It's very inspiring and encouraging and filled with hope. Hope for this nation.
We do. Well, before we pray and get to commercial break, we want to give our girl Donna a very happy birthday. Shout out. Donna's birthday was yesterday.
Thank you.
And I do have a trusted assistant over here coming with a cake for her.
Oh, guys.
And we're just going to sing happy birthday really quick to her. So, to Mama Donna. She loves the beach and the water.
That's our intern, Ernie.
So we're doing a quick... Thank you.
They've met Ernie.
Happy birthday, or we're just going to let you make the wish?
He's stage crew.
Are we not singing? We're just going to let her make the wish?
Well, we could sing.
Let's sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Donna. Barbara Walters. Happy birthday to you. We love you.
Love
you
you,
really are a blessing
Donna.
to all of our lives, honestly.
Yes.
For me, 100%.
You are all a blessing to me.
My
and I'm
spirit
grateful.
animal.
I am grateful to God for being here with you women. You
Thank you.
amazing
She's
women.
a special lady. Make a good wish.
Make it
I'm going
count.
to tell you what it is.
You can't.
Ooh.
Can you?
No, this is what God put on my heart yesterday
Okay,
for my
then
birthday.
then we will.
We got to go. But
Okay, we
quickly, it's not about any of us, right? It's just what can I do to point people to Him in this fight for truth, for righteousness? What can we do each day? That's it.
I have to just tell you, I don't know if you realize this, but when I think of my holiest friends and my most faithful friends and what you do all the time that you don't even know, walking in God's light, it's powerful. So you're already answering His call because you really are a very special person that way.
Thank you.
Amen.
It's only to the glory of God, guys.
Amen. I got chills.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Forever.
Amen.
Amen. They changed it in the Catholic Church.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for
All
sticking
right.
around.
And as always,
Keep
your faith strong, your family close, and your freedom alive. Thank you for tuning in, guys. We love you.
Love you. Love you guys.
I love you too.
I love you.
Love you.
You're welcome.
Love you guys.
Let them eat.